I think one of the most important political issues in Finland is that we want to have the system where all the pupils and all the people have the equal opportunities and education, and it doesn't matter where you are living or are you rich or poor or are you girl or boy. We want to give equal opportunities for everyone.
Finland restructured totally basic education in the 1970s. It was a very centralistic reform. During 1980s, we began to decentralize powers to municipalities. Especially during 1990s, we decentralized a lot of decision-making powers to education providers. And even, of course, on our schools and teachers a lot. And that's, of course, because we have highly trained teachers and we can actually give them many tasks.
Mä luen tämmöisen tarinan kuin Ankat ja kettu. Siinä on tuo kettu ja siellä on 2 ankkaa. Ja kuunnelkaas tarkasti nyt, mitä tässä tapahtuu. Mä vaan näkisin, mitä tässä.
In Finland, if we are looking our educational system, the basic education, it's very decentralized. So the municipalities, they are running the schools and they have the responsible of the schools. But of course we have the basic education legislation, it's in national level, and then we have also national core curricula. But the schools and municipalities, they have also quite much freedom themselves.
Okej, vem av er har läst Naomi Kleins bok No Logo?
Se on vähän vaikea sanoa ruotsiksi.
Försök. Det var meningen var
att man tycker om logo mer om en produkt som man köper Adidas.
Teaching profession in Finland has always been popular, and this is what I hear in many other countries. Teaching used to be a very popular profession among young people. I think the good question is that how Finland has been able to maintain teaching in a school as something that attracts young people. I think that what distinguishes our schools from the many other schools that we have been able to keep teaching profession firstly intellectually attractive and interesting thing for teachers. In other words, that our teachers, they feel that they can use the knowledge and skills that they learn in teacher education fully, have a role in curriculum planning and design. They have a very important role in assessing students' performance.
Teacher as a profession is very appreciated in Finland. But it's interesting that it has maintained its appeal also to young Finns. It's one of the professions actually what comes after doctors and lawyers, a very appealing one to young Finns.
I think one of the main reasons behind the good learning outcomes and results is the good teacher education. All the teachers, they have master's degree from the university in Finland, and because the teacher's profession is very highly appreciated in Finnish society, so it means that all the universities, they can select the best students to become a teacher. So of course it's help because then they can get the most motivated and best people to become a teacher.
Jos kokkikerrossa on tänä syksynä 41 ja viime syksynä 7 vähemmän, niin paljonko siellä on osia?
Näinkö?
Just, joo. Näytistä sun sormen. Onko se kipeä? Joo.
Our idea is that every teacher must be educated in universities. All teachers are master degree. It is very important. And by this way, we hope that we can connect very well theory and practice. Our specialty is also teacher training schools, where students which are in teacher education can practice those things which they have studied in theory in university.
So the teacher trainees need to have a certain amount of years of their subject learned at the university before they can enter the teacher training program. The training for subject teachers lasts for a year, and so initially they start with theory. They are at the university for some weeks. Then they come to us for a period of orientation where they meet their mentor teachers and they get to see the classrooms. And then there's a period during which they teach in pairs. After that, they go back to the university to get some more theory. They also have now some experience. They're able to maybe ask different questions because they have some experience from the practical side of things. And so it's kind of a wave back and forth between coming to get the practical side at the school and then going back to gain some more information regarding theory.
Onko tytöt lukenut? Hyvä. Sitten luette hetken vielä uudestaan. Tutkikaa, löydättekö te sieltä, mitä runon merkkejä te löydätte tästä? Nyt mietitte.
Research is integrated in development of teaching learning practices. We have invested quite a lot of money in educational research or research of education psychology, special education, policy of education. So that when we compare the amount of researchers in this field with other countries, I think that we have invested a lot. And this means that we have quite a large research space for developing educational policy, for developing teaching learning environments, to developing educational materials and so on. And because we have researchers, we also can very deeply follow what is happening in the world.
Sitten me eilen osaporukan kanssa jo vähän harjoiteltiin muistinumeron laittamista. Ja ensimmäisestä laskusta ykköset yhteen. Resa. Hyvä. Mikä luku tulee keltaiseen ruutuun? Resa.
2.
Becoming teachers are seeing how we as subject teachers work in their in-service training. On a classroom setting, we also want to provide them with the tools and information to then be able to tackle the same kind of problems after they have finished their teacher training and enter their first workplace. And we've designed, together with colleagues, a mentoring program.
Sitten 7 siihen alapuolelle. Kumpaan ruutuun se tulee? Eikö tuu ykkösten ruutuun? Joo. Siihen. Ja sitten sen alapuolelle vielä 43. Sinne.
If we take a look at how the practical training in teacher training schools or part of the teacher training here works, there's an important element that we call mentoring or supervision actually. So the normal cycle is you have a meeting with a senior teacher first, you go through your plan, you explain what do you want to do, then you run the class, your lesson, and this teacher is observing, and then afterwards you have this mentoring type of meeting where you go through the different ideas of what you saw in a class.
Ehditkö tuossa sanoa jo noista ongelmiston taulun kanssa? Niin, no, ne on asioita, jotka on teknisiä juttuja ja me tullaan saamaan uusi toi keskusyksikkö, niin se menee siitä.
Joo,
ne häipyy, mutta sä hyvin sovelsit.
Joo,
ja sä huomasit itsekin, miten se häiritsi se, kun sä joudut tulemaan tänne tossa tekemään, kun sen kaiken olisi pitänyt pystyä tekemään tossa taululla. Mutta se on tekninen asia, se korjataan tässä lähiaikoina, toivotaan.
Eli on tosi paljon hyötyä, että annetaan palautetta tuntien jälkeen, eli huomaa semmoisia asioita, mitä ei itse niin kuin huomaa tunnita ja ymmärtää paremmin, ketkä on oppinut ja mitä on opittu. Ja siitä on todella paljon hyötyä, että ei itse huomaa semmoisia asioita tuolla tunnilla, niin opettaja sitten kertoo ja samoin kuin että huomaa, että mitkä tehtävät on ymmärretty ja mitkä ei ja muuta, niin opettajasta on paljon ollut hyötyä antamaan neuvoa.
Me voimme todeta, että 7 jaettuna 3 on yhtä suuri kuin 2 ja täältä tämä.
The other thing is that I think we are putting a lot of emphasis on the early detection of any difficulties and problems that the students in our schools may have. And this is a very different policy to many other countries where the other countries, other systems may have measures to step in when the problems are. But in most other places that I know, these measures are designed in a way that they are implemented only when the problems have emerged and are too visible. But we don't think like this in Finland. I think we believe in this early intervention and really try to invest in the upfront part of the education process to make sure that those who are likely to be in trouble will be recognized early and provided help and support as quickly as possible.
Individual support is very, very important in Finnish schools and Finnish education system. Overall, we provide for many pupils and students at every level actually extra help if they are falling behind.
Se on 2 kertaa 2 kertaa 2. Mitä se on potenssimerkinnällä?
Nearly 30% of the pupils, they are having some kind of special support. Part-time special support normally, and in the regular education in normal classrooms. It's often that the teacher is having, for example, assistant who is helping the teacher during the lesson and helping those pupils who need more help.
Ja nyt me luetaan meidän kaikki vanhat tutut sanat, mitkä me osataan kaikki nämä. Tämä oli
Allu.
Allu. Tämä oli
Tuuli.
Kaivaa. Pentti.
What happens many times is that the special teacher is available for a couple of hours and then she picks the student to a separate classroom and helps him or her there. And we also make an individual learning plan for that individual student. And by taking these measures, we try to guarantee that no one is lacking behind.
I think the other thing that is significant in the Finnish case in this respect is that we have much higher rate of those who are recognized or labeled, if you wish, as special needs pupils. If you look at the 15-year-olds or 16-year-old Finns who are leaving this basic school, most of them have been in one or other type of special education throughout their schooling, which means that special education actually is nothing special. So you are a special child or student if you haven't ever used special services. So I think with this we have been able to positively affect both the equity of the system and also the quality of the system that we can see now in these international studies.
isossa ryhmässä on vaikea keskittyä työskentelemään, niin on tullut tänne ja nyt on tässä pienessäkin ryhmässä ilmennyt, että ei melkein niin kuin kestä sitäkään, että siinä on 3 muuta hänen lisäkseen. Todella niin kuin...
Onko niitä ollut aina niitä keskittymisvaikeuksia? Ei, se on ihan uusi.
Ja sen takia mä oonkin nyt niin huolissani, koska mä niin kuin näen, että hänellä olisi kykyä vaikka mihin. Hän on hyvin lahjakas ja nyt kun englannin kielikin on tässä alkanut, niin hän tekee kotona ihan ylimääräisiä töitä englannin kielellä, kirjoittaa pieniä tarinoita jo.
The student welfare team gathers on a weekly basis and there are many professionals taking part into that team. Subject teachers as the ones who inform the group with different cases. There might be bullying, they might be skipping classes, they might be learning difficulties, there might be behavioral problems, all kinds of things. And the subject teacher is the first one to inform, for example, the school nurse, the school psychologist, study counselor, the principal about these problems. And then these individual problems are dealt with case by case in this weekly meeting that every school in Finland has.
Tämä nyt selkeästi hänellä on tämmöinen ulkonäköongelma itsensä kanssa, että hän kokee olevansa turhan iso. Ja mä sitä yritin nyt sanoa, että kun ei tässä olla nyt kauhean isoja ja näin, että ei mitään hätää.
Our student welfare group deals with any kinds of problems that we see in school, having to do with problems at home or at learning disabilities, multicultural problems. The main value of our student welfare group is to interrupt as soon as possible problems involved.
We have very small disparities between low achievers and high achievers in PISA tests. And one reason behind our success, there is a virtuous circle surrounding teaching. And that has to do with excellent teacher education and training. Other reason could be that we have always emphasized high standards for all.
One of the best parts of our educational system is that the differences between the schools, they are very small in Finland. So we have good quality in all the schools, and always the parents, they can trust that the school which is nearest their home, that it has very good quality. And of course this is one of the issues that we have to make sure that it's going to be like that also in the future. We have to work every day for that we can keep the good quality and equal opportunities for everyone all over the country.